moon in Purva Bhadrapada means. It has a lot to do with sales strategies and values. So I'll let you know about that. But I just want to let you know a little bit about me. I'm Shantali. I'm a brand strategy coach. I've been doing that. I've been doing brand strategy coaching for about 4 years. I am a Vedic astrologer. I've been doing that for about 6 years. I'm an overall coach. I've been doing that since for about 12 years. And I'm also a tarot reader. I've been doing that since 2015, 2016. So I love doing what I do, and I love using all of these things together to help women have a clear message for their brands, have confidence when they convey that message, and also have a message that is extremely authentic because we are using Vedic astrology and tarot to get down to the root of and the essence of who you are. Okay, so that is the introduction. What we're going to do, I want to review real quick because this is how we start. We're going to review last week. Last week was the new moon, right? And the new moon was in the nakshatra and Annurdra. And last week it was all about being creating networking and partnership relationships that were meant to last the test of time, like long-term partnerships and networking relationships, and also meaningful partnerships and relationships. That's what last week was all about. And it was also a lot of, you can go back and it was a live that I did for the new moon. So you can go back and watch that. Go to the live section of my YouTube channel and you should see it. But it was a lot came out about feeling like regret or sadness from not keeping up with networking opportunities that you had in the past, or not even trying to take the actions to network. So it was a lot of that energy that was coming out. Okay. So that was what was going on as far as business and brands for this new moon last week. But I want you to look at your goals from last week that you set. Okay. This could have been goals that you set with me or goals that you set on your own. I start my goals on the new moon. It doesn't really matter if it starts off the month or not. Most of the time it does. But it's not right at the beginning because I do my goals like whenever the new moon starts. But anyway, you want to look at your goals that you set for your brand, for your business, and you want to review them. What do you need to celebrate from last week? What do you need to celebrate? And let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. When you're looking at your goals, what do you see that you need to celebrate? What did you accomplish? And then also, I want you to look, while you're looking at your goals, you want to look and see what challenges did you experience? What are the challenges you experienced in your brand and in your business? And again, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this on the replay. It's really important that you make sure that you are aware of those things. We always want to review the last week or the last month or the last year before we get started, so we know what to build up on. Okay, so now let me tell you what new moons are about when it comes to not new moons, what waxing moons are about when it comes to business and brands. Okay, so waxing moons under the waxing moon, which was yesterday, but we're still under the energy of the waxing moon because it's 3 days before and 3 days after. It's a good idea to start new projects and be and new innovations. Okay, because the new moon is darkness. During the new moon it's darkness, but then when you do a lot of reflecting in the dark. Okay. But when we get to the waxing moon and the moon starts to increase, the energy of the moon starts to increase, that's when you start to gain the newness, the energy, the focus and the power to reach the goals that you were reflecting on during the new moon. Okay. So it's good for new projects, new innovations. It's also, the waxing moon is also good for building brand awareness. And this is another thing. When you're in the new moon is dark, it's darkness during the new moon, right? But when the moon starts to increase, you start to be more aware of it because you can see it. You can't see the moon when it's a new moon or it's a dark moon. You can't see it. But as it increases, then you want to focus on the visibility of your brand. Okay. Expanding your reach and influence is a good idea uh for the wax energy of the waxing moon. And also it's good for creativity, and it's also good for innovation, creating new things. Okay. So something else that you want to remember when we're talking about the waxing moon for brands and businesses, you want to remember that you have the energy of increasing, because the visibility of the moon is increasing, and you're drawing things to you. During the waning moon, you're pushing things away. You're getting the negativity, bad habits, mindsets, exorcisms, you're getting things out. During the waxing moon, you're calling things to you. Okay. So you want to think about resources. What resources do you need to reach your goals that you set during the new moon? Okay. Now, this could be financial resources so you can reach your goals. This could be spiritual resources. So you want to think about what do I need to pray? What spells do I need to do? What do I need to manifest? What affirmations do I need to have? What do I need to visualize? Those are your spiritual resources. Okay. You want to think about your mental resources. What kind of mindset do you need to be in to reach your goals? Where do you need to be mentally to accomplish your goals? For some of us, if like you can get kind of anxious or antsy when it comes to reaching your goals, it would be a good idea to just focus on meditation and relaxation, take a lot of breaks, and take care of your mental health that way. And that's the resources that you can bring in during the waxing moon. It could be that you might need to uh, focus on your physical resources. So you might need to work out more. You might need to work out, period, just to get your blood pumping, so you can get in the mind. Because working out, it helps my mind so much. I need to do more of it. Definitely do more of it, but it helps you get in the right mindset. So do you need to work out, do yoga? Do you need to walk? What do you need physically to reach the goals that you set for yourself during the new moon? So those are things that you want to think about. Do you need to ask for help from a mentor? Is that the resources that you need? Do you need a coach? Do you need to set up time for an accountability partner? If you're a procrastinator and you know what you have on your goals for the new moon, it's something that you in the past you've noticed that you procrastinated on, or you could procrastinate on. It's a really good idea to use your accountability partners as a resource. This is something that I do. Even it doesn't matter what my goals are, talking to somebody every week about what your goals are and how you're going to reach them, and then having them hold you accountable is priceless. But if you don't do it every week, you really want to do it during the times that you feel that you really might procrastinate on certain things, or you might need support that you might not have nowhere else. You want to focus on that during the new moon. So call it in. Okay. Also technical support, which is big, especially for me, because I'm not really a big technical person. So also, what kind of technical support might you need to make sure you're reaching your goals? You want to look at all of your resources that you have to make sure you're manifesting during the waxing moon, the goals that you set. Okay? So, let's talk about what's going on. What it happened yesterday. The waxing moon was yesterday, but this specific waxing moon, the moon was in Purva Bhadrapada, the nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada. So that's a nakshatra that's in the zodiac sign Aquarius. And it was also with conjunct Saturn, which is in Shatabisha in Aquarius. So they're together. So you have that. And also Saturn is in a Sasha Yoga. And it's playing a big part during this time. So what you want to focus on is emotional discipline. Being as responsible with your emotions as you can, because that's how you're going to reach your goals. Emotional discipline is a resource that you need to tap into to reach your goals that you set for the new moon. It's so important. It's so important. Okay. So while we're doing this, I want to go ahead and pull some cards, and let me know if you would like me to pull some cards for you for what you need to know about your brand and your business for the waxing moon. Let me know in the comments. But I'm just going to tell you why I made a spread so we can have some clarity. And this spread, I'm going to explain what's going on during the waxing moon while I pull the cards for this spread, so we can save us some good old time. Okay. So the first question that I'm going to ask with this spread is, look at the overall meaning. What is the overall meaning of the waxing moon? Okay, so let me tell you what I learned about Purva Bhadrapada. Have y'all ever... Now, I love Vedic astrology, so the astrologers I listen to, for the most part, I listen to all astrologers, but the ones I listen to the most, they focus on Vedic astrology, right? So I love me some Claire Nakti, okay? If you don't know Claire Nakti, you need to get into it. I love Claire Nakti. And she was talking about the connection between the nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada and the mafia, the mob, organized crime, right? So what is the overall meaning of the waxing moon? What is the overall meaning of the waxing moon that we need to know the most? So Purva Bhadrapada is in the zodiac sign Aquarius, right? And Aquarius is large groups of people. And the nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada, if it's negatively affected, it can be about just being really overboard when it comes to materialistic things, when it comes to like things that are connected with the root chakra, like money and sex and drugs, or just doing too much and going overboard. So when it comes to Purva Bhadrapada, it represents organized crime because it's like wealth, like a large group of people, which is Aquarius, and then Purva Bhadrapada is like doing too much when it comes to the part of you that doesn't have, that really needs limits. Limits like violence, sex, drug, like I'm saying, things like that. But I was thinking about how this new moon was about friendships and how it was about networking, because the new moon was in Annurdra. So we're still building upon the new moon, and we're still thinking about ways that we can move within a group, within networking, in ways to really help each other, because like everything isn't all bad, right? So the bad side of the mafia or mobs is that it's crime connected to it, which You know, that's the bad side. But the good side is the brotherhood. The good side is having each other's backs. And that's the part that really I thought about when we're talking about adding on, moving to the next level of this moon phase. So we're still working together to support, working together to get money. And money is a big part of this. Money is a very big part of this waxing moon in Purva Bhadrapada. Purva Bhadra is in Aquarius, but it's ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter represents wealth. Hold on one second. So yeah, wealth is really connected to this waxing moon. And I'm going to show you some other ways too why it's connected. All right. What do we have? The Two of Scrolls. Overall, the Two of Scrolls. So there's some decisions that need to be made, which makes sense because there's a lot of retrogrades in the sky right now. So we have Mars retrograde, Mercury. Let me look. Mars, Mercury. I know we got Jupiter retrograde. Chiron is retrograde, and I'll talk to you. That's a big part of the new moon. I mean the waxing moon. Why I keep calling it the new moon? Let me look at these retrogrades. What's retrograde? What's retrograde? Yeah, Jupiter is retrograde, Mars is retrograde, and Mercury is retrograde. And Chiron is retrograde. So when things are retrograde, there's a lot of reflecting that's happening. Mercury is retrograde and combust. Mercury is with the sun in Jishta. Jishta is ruled by Mercury. So this adds on to what I was going to tell you about when it comes to sales strategy, because it's a lack of clarity. It's a lack of clarity. When Mercury, which represents the mind and business and communication, is combust and retrograde, it's going to be some lack of clarity. And that's just one aspect of what's going on in the sky that points to lack of clarity. So let's clarify and see what are these two choices that we have to make for this waxing moon. What decisions do we need to make? Okay, this is a Six of Scrolls. That's a lot on your mind right now. Okay. For me, this is about initiation. What happened to the light? For me, this is about initiation. Okay, 3 people watching. Feel free to like. Feel free to say. Let me know in the comments if you want. Let me know in the chat if you want me to pull a card for you for this waxing moon. But it's a lot on our minds. Six of Scrolls. Oh, what I was saying was this is the sands of time. It's like you know you need to make a move, but you might not know what move to make. Let's see what the other choice is. What's the other choice that we need some more clarity on? when it comes to this waxing moon. All right, and this is the Four of Roses. All right. I feel like, let's go to the book. Because I feel like the Four of Roses reversed. For me, this is giving me getting away from someone or something. Getting away from someone or something that was creating limitations for your business or for your brand. But let's see. Let's see. Four of Roses reverse in the Akashic Tarot is your tolerance of a self-serving person's behavior has come to an end. Yep. You have realized that some lack in your own definition of self has attracted this person who is unable to give. You are ready to give to yourself. You are now more aware of your priorities and you're ready to take the action that honors you. No longer are you willing to be neglected or minimized. Minimized. That's important. You might falter a little bit, but be strong and take the steps to put this person behind you. During this time, whenever your ego causes you to feel lack in your life, say thank you for the reminder. Okay, lack. That's going back to what I was saying with the sales strategies that we need to create during this waxing moon. During this time, whenever your ego causes you to feel lack in your life, say thank you for the reminder to turn to your eternal truth. In that moment, say to yourself, abundance is the condition of my life. Abundance is the condition. Oh, I like that. Feel yourself filled with the love and power that are inexhaustible. It is only when you treat yourself better that you declare to the universe that you deserve better. And that's the truth. That's the truth. So we're moving away from limitations and lack, and we're moving to another level. But there's a decision that we need to make. Okay, so we're going towards the path of the Six of Swords. So, but let's clarify that some more. Please clarify the Two of Swords. Okay, Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Illusions. And this is again the clarity. And I'm like I said, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. There is in this waxing moon, there's some things that we're going to have to give up and let go. And I don't think it's what we think it is. I don't think it's what we think it is. So let me clarify again. Please clarify the Two of Swords. Something that we're going to have to let go of. And I'm going to ask later if the mindsets that we have that are causing us not to attract or reach the sales goals that we have, the money that we want. But please clarify the Two of Swords. All right. This is expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. We really have to get a hold on this. I think this is, confirming what I was saying about with the moon being conjunct with Saturn for the waxing moon. This does have a lot to do with emotional discipline, because you see the moon right here representing emotions is talking about phases and cycles, and we're talking about the waxing moon. And then this card right here represents the moon for me as well. So I want to I want to pull another card for this that goes one, just clarifying cards for the choices. So it's like with this card, sometimes you can be like, I made a decision, and you want to heal. But sometimes we can stay stuck and I'm just trying to heal, and we don't take the action. So I feel like this is you, this is us, this is a general reading. So this is us knowing that there's something that we need to stop, that we need to cut off, that we need to put boundaries or limits to, but we feel like we need to heal. And this is like, just go ahead and go. Um leave the crying behind, leave the tears behind, leave the emotions behind. It might be painful, but go ahead and move forward, because when you move forward, you're going to experience a new level. Okay? But let's clarify. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns. Allow a miracle to occur. That's a miracle again. So this is like, be bold and take action. Go, like I was saying, this is all about knowing. It's not just knowing that you've been in something that you might need to heal from, knowing that you've been in something that has been causing limitations on your brand and on your business. But don't just know it and try to heal from it. Move forward. That's what Archangel Michael is all about. And to get the pada that the moon is in is in Purva Bhadrapada 1, and that is ruled by Mars. Okay, that is ruled by Mars. And I think that is and Mars also has its 8th aspect on the moon. Mars has its 8th aspect on the moon. Okay. So I think that means it's transformation. And that's why the 8th aspect of Mars is transformation, but it's also challenges. And I do feel like, and I wrote that down, we are experiencing challenges right now. Ooh, let me speed up. Yeah, we are experiencing challenges right now, but it's going to be important to just go forward and move forward and know, like, trust in heavens, and expect miracles. Just like it came out twice, it's important to expect miracles. So I'm going to pull one more card on please clarify the 4 of Cups reverse for what are we moving away from? What are we realizing that we need to move away from? Okay, Shekinah, the sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm. So this is what we're moving away from. We need to make choices to express ourselves more in our brand. So this could be, don't limit yourself as far as the messages that you need to tell in your brand, stories that you need to tell in your brand, the way that you need to express in your brand. There's actual like brand expression. And since we're talking about transforming the first house, which is appearance, then there could actually, some of us might need to take actions to do some type of rebranding when it comes to the appearance of our brand. Okay. So that's overall what's going on. We're making a choice to move away from whatever limiting us. We are being emotionally disciplined, and we are taking actions to move forward. No matter how challenging and difficult it might be, it's time to move forward. Okay. Now, I want to tell you about the next thing. The next thing that I want to go over with you is lack of clarity. And let me tell you why. Because the second house from the new moon, from the waxing moon, is Rahu and Neptune and retrograde Chiron in Pisces and in the second house. Okay. So Rahu can cause us to lack clarity because Rahu just wants things to get done and wants things done quickly, right? And wants things done now. And sometimes it doesn't even care how those things are getting done. Okay. And so when you're just focused on, get it done, go, 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 then you're going to miss some things. You're not going to be clear on some things. And some of the clarity that you might be lacking is because you're not slowing down and you're not coming from an internal place or the right mindset to even see what you need to see to have the clarity that you need, right? And so Neptune and Pisces are similar in causing us not to be clear because they both represent the ocean, the deepest part of the ocean, where you can't see with your natural eyes, you cannot see with your physical eyes, you can only see with your third eye. So connecting spiritually so we can have the clarity that we need is really important during this waxing moon. That's really important. And then we have retrograde Chiron that is also in the second house with Rahu. And retrograde Chiron represents like emotional wounds and emotional traumas. And traumas and wounds can also cause us to not see things clearly. That's why I wanted to focus on mindset. And with it being in the second house of money and value, we want to, when we do our brand strategies, we want to make sure that we're not coming from a place of not being clear, not seeing the clarity in our value, not being clear on our value, not being clear on the mindsets that we need to let go of and move away from to attract the money that we want. Or not, maybe we're not clear on how to even create a sales strategy. Okay. So it's really important for us to be clear. So let's look at what do we need to be clear on? Okay. What do we need to be clear on? What clarity do we need during this waxing moon for our sales strategies? For our money and sales strategies and value? What do we need clarity on? And I got the Two of Scrolls again, only this time it's reverse. Okay. What do we need clarity on? And so for me, that's telling me we already answered that question. Okay, but I'm gonna for me it's like, well, I already told you that. But let's clarify again. Let's clarify again. Dogs scare me sometimes. They be getting a little too active. Please clarify this reverse Two of Swords. What do we need clarity on for our brand strategy, our sales strategies for our brands, for us to understand and clearly see our value? What do we need clarity on? Okay, this is charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. And this is really confirming, like what I said, is we're going to have to really connect to the spirituality of things, the subconscious part of things, to see our clarity, to have clarity on our value and our sales strategies and things like that. And this could be because Venus is 12 houses away from the new moon in Capricorn. So Venus represents money. And so, but like, again, to connect with the energy of money, we have to connect with Venus is also, Venus is in Capricorn and in the 12th house. 12 houses away from the waxing moon. So we have to start praying and start any type of spiritual practice or subconscious practice you have to you want to dig into that and allow any limitations that you might experience or might know are holding you back or creating limitations in your life. You need to use prayer or your spiritual side to overcome that in in way. Okay, so I think we have clarity on that. So yeah, let's look at mindsets. Let's look at the mindsets that we need to have to attract the money that we need during this waxing moon. What mindsets? What mindsets do we need to have to attract the money that we need during this waxing moon? And here we have this. We had to see things from a different perspective, and this is what all these retrogrades are about. Seeing things from a different. I'm sorry, I got a little excited. I get excited, but we have to see things from a different perspective. All right, let's do some clarifying. Okay, please clarify the Hangman reverse. Please clarify the Hangman reverse. And I'm going to look at the book to see the meaning of this when we're all done. Please clarify the Hangman reverse for the mindsets that we need to have that will help us attract the money that we need for our sales goals. Kalima, facing fears. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Okay, let's look and see what this says in the book. Okay, so this Kalima is for me, it's a connection of retrograde Mercury being in the nakshatra Jeshta in the zodiac sign Scorpio with the sun right now. Because you have to face your fears with Kalima, same thing with Jishta, and Kalima is also connected to Jishta. Okay, so and you have to get to your seat of power. In order to get to the seat of power, you have to face your fears. You have to do things that are scary. And in the beginning, I was talking about how we're going to have to walk away from some things. And walking away from things, even if you know it's hurting you, even though you know it's holding you back, it can still take emotional discipline for you to do that and to take the action to do that. And that might have something to do with it. Okay, you may be ignoring opportunities for higher learning or uplifting discovery. Studies that can take you far above where you find yourself today. Or you might have been asked to lead a group or share your gifts in some way, and you haven't responded. Okay, missing opportunities. You haven't responded. In a personal matter, you could be closing your mind to new and broader thoughts, which limit you from dealing with issues successfully. Stop holding yourself back. There is more for you, much more. So if you assume the mantle of higher intellect every moment, open your mind and keep opening it. Know that this is much more than just positive thinking, it's power thinking. Okay, we're going to do some more clarifying. Okay. Power thinking. We talked about missed opportunities last week when I was talking about networking. So that goes with that. But if you're not facing your fears, you're definitely missing out on opportunities. If you're not seeing how you can change and transmute your challenges into profit, then you are missing out on opportunities. And I'm going to pull some cards on that, how to change and transmute your challenges into profit for your sales strategies. But let's clarify a little bit more. Why do I always lose my cards? Okay, let's do some more clarifying. Please clarify the Hangman reverse and Kalima. For what mindsets could be keeping our money away from us energetically? So not allowing yourself to face your fears, not allowing yourself to see things from a different perspective, which, with all these retrogrades is really important. All right, this is Vesta home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or healthy changes in the occupants. Okay, so For me, this is pointing very strongly to Jupiter being retrograde 4 houses away from the waxing moon and needing to see your home business or your brand in a different way, and needing to I'm gonna pull some more. I'm gonna use my past life cards, but you need to see it in a different way. Your mindset of how you see it, it might be like how you structure it, right? So if you don't have a dedicated place to do your work, you might not see your business as really a business. If you're not taking your work environment seriously, you might not be seeing it the way that you need to see it. You might not be seeing it as professionally as you need to see it, or you might not see yourself as professionally as you need to see yourself. But please clarify the Hangman reverse. Vows. So yeah, it's like you almost like need to like this is vows. You almost need to like rededicate yourself to your brand, rededicate yourself to your business, and honor it. Okay, be devoted to it, honor it, see it as what it is. And you might not know what it is, you might need clarity, but you need to see it as value it more and be committed to it more on a daily basis. It's hard for us sometimes to stay committed to our brands and our businesses because a lot of us is just in our hearts and it's in our heads. We don't talk to a lot of people about it. We just have ideas and we act on it. Father, Egypt. It's a lot of old ways when it comes to your brand and your business. Old way of the way you do things in your daily work routine for your business, the way you set up your work environment for your business. Is a lot of things that have to change for you to get in the mindset of this is my brand is valuable, I am valuable, and I'm going to make it reflect the value that it has. And that could be what the doing the opposite of that could be what's repelling the money from your sales from that you need for your sales strategies. So you want to stay away from not taking your business seriously, not being consistent, not being dedicated, your work environment being dirty, unorganized, being undisciplined. Again, discipline is so important because the Saturn is with the waxing moon. So a lot of the way you need to come up. Your level of thinking about yourself as a brander and a business person, thinking about your business, it needs to come up a lot. Because you can't say, well, give me these thousands amount of dollars and I'm going to help you do this and this and that, when how can I trust you with my money if you're looking unprofessional and half done and half cocked and sideways? Nobody's going to see your value unless you put your best foot forward. Okay? So Those are the mindsets that we need to let go of. Right. And then the next thing is, how can we change and turn? It might get dark in here in a minute. I still got this light up here, but my ring lights are about to go out. But anyway, how can we change and transmute our challenges into profit? How can we change and transmute our challenges into profit during this waxing moon? Now, change and challenges are important because there's difficulties with the waxing moon because it's with Saturn. So we could have emotional challenges, or challenges with our bad habits or our addictions. It could be challenges with money, big time, because of lack of clarity. So when it comes to lack of clarity too, when it comes to your money, get control of the, subscriptions that might be going out that you don't really use. Know what's going out and know what's coming in. Okay, that's another thing. And you have to be tracking. It's not going to grow if you don't track your money. So on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, you need to be staying on top of what's coming in and what's going out. That's another way to have clarity with your sales strategy. Another reason why we might experience challenges is because, like I said, we have debilitated Mars in Cancer, 6 houses away from the waxing moon. So the sixth house represents challenges. It represents debt, and again, we have Venus in the 12th house that represents loss. Okay, so just because we might be experiencing financial challenges right now, it doesn't mean, like the card said, that we can't pray for a miracle. Okay, but those are just some ways that I see that we could experience challenges and financial challenges. Okay, but how can we transmute those to help us reach our sales goals so we can profit? We can always learn from our challenges to make us better. All right. This is the Ace of Roses, and it's reversed. Oh, well, I told y'all my ring lights was going out. So my portable charger is now dead. Okay, so this is like missed opportunity kind of keeps coming up. Okay, so we need to really understand, like, what do you feel like you lost from missing opportunities? It's challenges that we might have gotten from missing out on opportunities, from not taking action, from not networking, not going outside. Please clarify that Ace of Roses reverse. All right, we have Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Do not let anything stop you. So there goes it's something you have to share again. So I do feel like you have to market more, review your brand messages and your brand stories. You have to talk about your challenges, and it might not be challenges that you're experiencing right now. It could be past challenges. Okay. But you have to talk about your challenges and how you've overcome those challenges. And that's going to help you to get more opportunities for yourselves. Okay. But you can't be afraid. Can't be afraid. Okay. So let's clarify some more. Clarify some more. Please clarify the Ace of Roses reverse. Whoop. Fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. This is exciting. Okay, so it's newness. We're talking about sharing your stories, not missing opportunities. So I feel like this is new projects. It's not just sharing your story. This is about like creating a course or a lesson or a webinar, like not just doing it in like, everyday conversation, but you're creating something around the challenges that you've experienced. Because remember, Chiron is a big part of your sales. Retrograde Chiron is a big part of your sales strategy. Okay. And Chiron is the wounded healer. So there's something that you need to create around how you have healed your wounds or overcome your challenges. That's going to help you with your sales strategy. All right. Now I'm going to clarify one more time. Mm-mm. All right. This is baby. Look at this. You definitely need to create. You definitely, baby. Baby. I ain't gonna sing it. Baby, you have to create something around how you've overcome your challenges. And it doesn't have to be something that you feel is big or something that you feel is little. It just has to be what it is and show your expertise and your knowledge that you're the teacher because you've overcome it. Even if you're still in the process of overcoming it, if you have moved past some phase of the journey that other people might be on and you're a little bit ahead of them, it's still important, because you're losing so many opportunities by maybe you don't take it. Sometimes when we overcome things, our challenges or whatever, we don't take it as serious as it is. We might belittle it. We might not see the value in it, but you have to see the value in how you've overcome, because you can help so many other people. But create something around how you've overcome. So now I'm going to and that's how we can transmute. That's how we can transmute. Okay, so now I'm going to go to what our advice is. What is our advice? What is our advice for this waxing moon? Then we're gonna create some goals, okay? What is our advice for this waxing moon? I got the Ace of Roses reverse again. So again, it's repeating. So that's our advice. Don't miss out on opportunities. That's networking opportunities. That's opportunities to change your mindset. That's opportunities to create something new. That's to review, create a new mindset about how we see our business and value our business. Don't miss out on no opportunities, any opportunities. Okay, that let's clarify again. The Ace of Roses reversed. We're not missing out on no opportunities. Please clarify. All right, so not light and clear. Don't stay hidden. Okay, you have to get out. As much as you might want to stay in, not talk to people, not create something new, not, what am I looking for? You, as much as you might want to hide in one way or another, you have to shine your light. You have to be the teacher. Okay? So let's clarify again. Please clarify the Ace of Cups reverse. I'm live. Yeah, you can come in.
I was wondering if the pizza's for tonight.
Yeah. And the one with chicken is for Daddy. Say me some.
How many sides do you want?
Like 2.
So you want to put both in or just one?
Put both of them in. Okay, this is vast, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and your success. Yeah, it's not just it's not just something holding you back. It's almost like it's someone or you feeling like you need to be dependent on someone. And that's what I saw. That's what I saw when I saw the Four of Cups reverse come out. That's the first thing that I thought of. Um, so your advice is to shine your light, be independent. Don't depend on, you know what? No, it sounds messed up, but it's freeing. It's a freeing thought when you think no one is going to save me, no one is going to rescue me but me. And they might sound sad, but it's actually kind of freeing because that gives you all the power to create independence and wealth in your own self. Okay. So now, so we've reviewed what the new moon meant and we've reviewed our goals, and you can go back and look at, what your goals were, look at your analytics on the platforms that are most important for you, the ones that you're trying to grow. Look at your money. Oh, my ears is ringing. My ears is ringing. Hold on, this ringing is too loud. This ringing is too doggone loud. So what I was saying was you want to look at last week, basically, everything that's important in your brand for last week, and now now we know as far as astrology what's important this week, and which is to make sure we understand our value, and make sure we understand what's holding us back from getting our money, and making sure that we present our value in our brand. We show how valuable we are in our business and our brand. Okay, so now that we have that information, now we're going to set 1 to 3 goals for this week when it comes to our brand. What are the main goals that you need to set? Okay, and let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat the goals that you're going to set this week if you feel comfortable with that. Based on the information from last week and this week, you want to create a strategy to reach those goals. Hopefully, when you do your monthly goals, you already create a strategy for the whole week. For the whole month. So you don't have to redo your strategy every week. But sometimes we have to make adjustments. And I understand that. So what are your goals? What is your strategy to reach your goals? And then what are the tasks that you need to do to complete that strategy? Write it all down. Do a brain dump if you need to. Then you prioritize what needs to go first. What do you need to eat the frog? Do you need to do the thing that's going to take the most time? What's going to take the most time? That needs to be at the top of your prioritization list. What's going to take the most time? What's the most important? What's the thing that needs to be done? The most important thing that needs to be done this week. Prioritize it like that. And then basically that's you also, we have to have a set time, a set day, and hopefully a set place that you work on your goals consistently. You have your yearly goals, you have your quarterly goals, you have your monthly goals, you have your weekly goals, you have your daily goals. You want a day and a time to do this consistently, and hopefully a place, and that'll make it easier on you. I don't know what I just know that ringing was too loud and too strong for me to ignore. So I'm just gonna pull a card just to see what that ringing was all about. Then I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay. Just look at now. I just gave you a basic overview. You need to really be detailed when you're looking at your brand and your business from last week. All right, we have trust and faith. And then when people say when you hear this looks like an angel, when you hear that ringing in your ear, there's an angel close. Some people say angel, some people say demon. But that's what I thought. Transportation. And then I'm going to put one more. Egypt. Egypt keep coming out. It's because we have to get out of there. We have to get out of there. Get out of Egypt. Stop doing things the old way. Don't be enslaved. Don't be entrapped by the old way of doing things. So Saturn, like I said, which is a big part of the waxing moon, it represents slavery. So don't be a slave to the old way of doing things, which is Egypt. Don't be like the children of Israel and stay in a place that is holding you down. You have to move forward. Okay. And like I said, focus on the spiritual side of money. Focus on your spiritual team, your God, angels, goddesses, ancestors. Focus on your spiritual team or your spiritual side to help you manifest your money and your sales goals the way that you need to during this waxing moon. Okay, so that is what I have for you. If you want a personal reading for your brand or your business, or maybe even general, when I post this, the description will be the link for a reading will be in the description. Also, if you would like to book a brand strategy session or you want me to do your brand strategy, the link for that will also be in the description. This week or next week is going to be the full moon. And also I'm going to be doing another networking meeting, a networking session for like-minded people who they like have a business but and use spiritual things and spirituality to help them in their business. So those are the type of people that I would really like to invite to this networking meeting. But until then, remember that your brand is sacred.